Welcome back to Midday. We are talking with Joe from Petland now. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We just got really into a conversation about tanks.
We did.
Before the cameras turned on. All of a sudden I was like, we should stop and talk about this on air.
Yes. Well, anybody who knows me knows that I love fish tanks. Freshwater fish are definitely a passion and a really interesting, fun hobby for me. So really, I can talk about it for a very long time.
And I've never had a tank. My son loves fish, so he has like a small tank. I don't know how many gallons, but a fairly small one. He loves it, and he's always experimenting and trying things. And I always have one Siamese fighting fish, which I got from Petland, of course.
Of course.
Yes. So I always have one, but that's so simple. I clean her once a week, and she kind of does her own thing, no big deal, but a tank is a big commitment.
It can be. You know, people always have a little bit of a misconception about tanks. Honestly, the bigger the tank, the easier it is to take care of. The small tanks
Joe.
tend to take a little bit more work because it's a smaller area for the biological cycle to start and then continue. So a tank is a little mini ecosystem. So the bigger the tank, the easier it is to maintain that ecosystem within it.
All right, that does make sense to me.
It does, but you know what? Bettas are one of my favorite fish. So, I mean, you gotta have a betta.
Yeah, always.
Always. So it's that time of year where people are, you know, they're kind of winding summer up and, you know, the kids are getting ready for school.
Ready for a new project.
I know, I can't believe I said that, but yeah, you know, so they're inside, they're doing stuff more at home. So we notice kind of an increase in our aqua department. People are going back home after, you know, RVing or camping, right? So then all of a sudden they look in their living room or dining room and they're like, oh,
we could use something.
My tank needs a little something, right? And then we see them coming in and it's like, okay, well, you know, I haven't really done a whole lot with my filter. I'm needing this. Oh, you have new decorations. Okay. The kids coming in are really great because they see some new decorations or new gravel, like we have the new glowfish gravel.
Fun stuff. What does the glowfish gravel do?
Well, it actually is part of a whole line that we have now, and there's glow-in-the-dark stuff, right?
See, that's fun.
Not necessarily glow in the dark, but it's you have a blue lighting and it just pops. And it looks really spectacular. And of course, it's always a big hit with the kids. You know, you have the lights down low and all you see are these colors. It's like rainbow, right? So it's great when the kids come in because they are the ones that notice all the new stuff.
My kids always do.
Exactly. So then it's like, hey, Mom, Dad, really need this for my tank.
Need.
Yes.
Need.
I promise I'll clean the tank from now on if I can just get this one decoration, right?
Speaking of those things, we have a whole selection here of things that can aid your tank.
Yes. You know, the basis of a tank is, you know, your Aqua Plus, your cycle, your waste control. Very, very important to always have those on hand when you're adding new fish, when you're doing water changes. But, you know, checking your fish food. Believe it or not, fish food expires. So if you have only a few fish and you've gotten this, you know, econo size, right? Check it. Fish, just like us, don't like stale food.
Okay, that totally makes sense.
Exactly,
that's a good tip, because even for someone like me who only has one ever, sometimes I think this food has been around here a while.
Exactly.
And they're only eating a few a day.
Yeah, and you know, having a variety too. I don't like eating the same thing all the time. Neither do fish. And actually, if you get a variety of, you know, the pellets, flakes, freeze-dried, frozen, you can actually make your fish's colors pop even more because they're getting that variety. They're getting different proteins. They're getting some vegetable matter into their diet. So you might have a fish that you're like, they're sort of blue, sort of red, you know, a little bit. And then you change up the diet and voila. It looks like you have brand new fish, but really you're just increasing and controlling their diet a little bit better.
Okay, so that's all stuff that you can find at Petland. They have a huge variety, great things for fish and of course of their pets. And the people are really what make Petland special. And right now, you're looking for some additional people to add to your team. We
are, yes. We are looking for full-time and part-time. So we are asking everybody to come in person. We'd love to meet everybody who's dropping off a resume. And we are looking to doing some hiring very much in the future. So please come in. We have a great team. We have a great culture. We have a lot of fun. We work hard. We learn lots because, as you know, the pet industry is always changing and we always try and stay up on it. So there's always tons of continuous training.
And what a great perk. You get to play with kittens and hamsters and all those things on the side too.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure and swing by Petland, and your address quickly.
905 Notre Dame.
Perfect. We'll be back with more Midday in just a moment.